Continuing on with Math 033 project number 3, we have accessed and recorded all of our data. So now we're on really to step 2, which is creating a scattergram and linear regression model. And this is pretty much the last thing I'm going to show you. The rest of it you're going to be on your own for, sorry to say. So let's go here, and what we want to do is we want to, let's read what it says. We want to create a scattergram of our data using the chart options. We want the flight distance as the horizontal axis and the ticket price as the vertical axis. Okay, so if I go here, the flight distance was really this. Matter of fact, I could label it that. This is flight distance, right? Because that's the total time that you're, or total distance that you're in flight for. So what you want to do is you want to hold down your left cursor, kind of click on the flight distance, and then drag your mouse down so that you have highlighted all of your flight distances and your prices, like that. Okay. Then you go to Insert, and you want to choose a scatter plot. See there, scatter? So you click on scatter, and it's going to say, hey, what kind of scatter plot do you want? Well, the only one that matters to us is this one in the top left corner, just the points. So you click that, and boom, it automatically makes a scatter plot. Isn't that great? Okay, but we got to clean it up a little bit. So first thing we don't want is we don't want the stupid legend. So if you click on the legend, it makes it gives it kind of a ring, and you just press the delete key and it goes away. So we don't care about that. And then in the instructions it says to label the title of the axis. Hold on. Horizontal and vertical axis we'll deal with in a second, but it says to label the graph airfare versus flight distance. So if you're in the graph right here, there's the title. You're going to label it airfare versus flight distance, like that. Okay. And by the way, another way to get to there, nope, I'm going crazy. That won't work in Excel 2010. You could right click in Excel 2007, I believe. But anyway, so here we are with our airfare versus flight distance title. Now we need to go put in the axis titles like it named. Now if you notice, let me click off of there we go. See how those extra menu options disappeared up here? Let me click on the graph and boom, there they are, the chart tools. See how they're there? They're only there if you've got this ring going around the graph, the chart. So when you're in that, you've got options like I can make them so my dots are green. I can make it so that they're, I don't know. You got a few different options. Black with a green background, who knows, right? I won't do that to you, but since you're doing this in a video. So there you are. You can play around with your color scheme and such. Okay, now for your titles, you need to go to the Layout tab, and you want to go to Axis Titles. So you need a horizontal axis, and the horizontal axis is, now let's see, what do these represent? These represented flight distance. Enter. And there you go. Let me double check that that's what we were told to. Flight distance, perfect. And the vertical axis we're going to label ticket price. So let's go back. And you go to Axis Titles, Vertical Axis. You want to rotate. I personally prefer the rotated display. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. And you can click in there, or you can just click up here and type ticket price. Enter. And it'll automatically make it so that you've got that lovely ticket price there. All right, perfect. So we've got our axis labeled, airfare, everything's great. All we need to do is add our trend line and we're golden. So if you go here and you click on any one, and again, remember if you click off of it, that's okay. Just click back on it. You're fine. And you can see it right up here. You can trend line, or you can right click on one of those points and add trend line. Either way. Now you're going to want to add a linear trend line. And it'd be a great idea to display your equation right on your chart. Right there, display equation. And close. And there you go. It added the equation for you, and it has it right here, y equals mx plus b. Perfect. And you can move it around. You don't have to have it right where it was. Now make sure you save the file again. Little icon up here to save it. All right, and that's all I have to tell you about. The rest of it, the analysis portion, you can do down here. You want to make this the analysis tab, and you want to list out all your questions, 1, 2, and so on, and type your answers.